It's the JT Cho Show! Now let's try it again. It's the JT Show episode 146. If you're currently up to date, 144 is posted, but we're shooting it live on Kick like we have been.
Yeah.
I forgot my soda.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, it's Sober October.
We're off the sauce for a month. At least a month. We'll see. It could last longer. We'll see. Yeah, so no beer. Figured we'd go with the OG sodas, one with Mountain Dew and Pepsi. Probably going to open up the Pepsi first. And he went with the DC.
With the Diet Coke, man.
The
I'm at that age
DC.
where sugar pop smacks my teeth.
Yeah?
Like, when you drink it, you're like, man, that's like a lot. You can feel it. I mean, whatever the aspartame or whatever's in diet soda that makes it not good for you, I just try not to drink too much of it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sober October, though. Shout out Joe Rogan. Giving us the motivation and
I haven't
idea
had
as
a
always.
full-blooded Pepsi in a while.
It's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Probably not going to finish it.
You gotta cut it with water.
I can't cut some
Earl
of
still
it.
gives me shit for drinking Pepsi. For not drinking, like, regular Pepsi anymore. But I was like, dude, there's a time where, like, probably, like, basic and through there, like, I didn't drink any pop for, like, months. Mm-hmm. And then I got back home and I was like, oh, cool, I'll have a Pepsi. And then I was like, this is so sugary. I've been drinking nothing close to this for 8 months now. Yeah. So I just started drinking diet from there.
It does taste less sweet, but at the same time, I think it's just as fucking gnarly for you.
Yeah. Artificial sweeteners instead of sugar.
Yeah.
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 Whose birthday do you have today?
It's Travi's birthday.
Travi.
It's Travi's birthday.
The future sailor himself.
Future sailor. He actually he purchased the blueprints. I don't know if I talked to you about that. But
yeah, we talked to him about it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, he was pretty stoked about that.
Has he got the plot of where he's going to build it at?
He's waiting to hear back from his buddy's grandpa because he has like a few acres.
Yeah. Up
a little further north of where they're at, but yeah, that's where he's at with that right now.
It's pretty dope. I have someone way less cool than Travi. Kevin Cronin. He's the lead singer for REO Speedwagon. He's 72 years old.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, funny story. REO Speedwagon's original tour bus was at the Hanover Horton Fireworks one year. Like, someone bought it from them. And I was home from the military, and I saw a bunch of friends go into the vehicle and smoke her down. And then as someone was in the driver's seat, a cop came up just to shoot the shit with the guy as everyone's hotboxing the back of this vehicle. And then, I was just like, oh, this is going to be crazy. And then, the cop walked away, and as soon as he was far enough away, everyone scattered like cockroaches.
That's hilarious.
But it was just, seeing the cop talking to the driver, and I was like, dude, this could go really bad really fast.
Yeah.
But it was really funny.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
There was also a couple other.
Band.
There was a couple other noteworthy birthdays I saw. Bronny James.
Oh wow!
It's his birthday today. It's also Trevor Lawrence's birthday, and it's also Jackson OG Tony Dungy's birthday.
Wow! REO Speedwagon's from Illinois.
Interesting.
Not from Michigan.
The interesting thing that I saw right before is because I saw a post that was like, Mark Hamill had a birthday on the 25th of last month, so 2 days after mine.
Damn.
He was also born and raised in Oakland, California.
Wow.
I had no idea. I thought he was like a Midwestern boy. Had no clue.
Nope. I could tell he was a California guy.
Little Oakland guy.
One of my favorite stories about Mark Hamill is that he met with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's like, you gotta lose your last name and you gotta lose the accent. And then Arnold kept with it both, and here he is who he is. And he says, that's what he told him. And he's like, so he's not always the best advice, but, I was like, that's hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, you'll never make it in this town.
How do you feel about the Packers so far this season?
Goddamn, I have it written down.
Nice.
So we haven't been playing consistent in each game,
Yeah.
and that's the huge issue. We've had 4 games, and 2 of the game. One. The Lions deserve to win that all in all. We've scored some points in the second half, but realistically, the Lions were goddamn dominating. Those are hairy calls.
Yeah, he's yelling.
I think losing to the Falcons was just one of those things where that kind of outlined the possibilities of the season of this could be every game.
Yeah.
Because you put a veteran quarterback into that position, and hopefully he's driving the ball down the field at least one time in the second half. But that collapse was pretty hard to watch. We did bounce back the next week, luckily in the fourth quarter, but they've been playing a lot of inconsistent football. So 2-2, we'll take it. Nothing panicking, nothing great. We're second in the division. The next 2 teams are 1-3.
Yeah.
But 2-2 is not far behind. But overall, it's gonna be a hit or miss season if our fucking running back and receiver can keep healthy. Watson and Jones have been out for a lot.
Watson had a tutty when he first came back too.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad. He was good for about 10
So
points.
Aaron Jones just has to hopefully not get hurt anymore. And originally we said 11-6.
Yeah, we should Should we do a quarter?
A quarter checkup.
Yeah, a quarter checkup.
I mean,
Do a new prediction every 4 games. See how massively different they are.
I mean, realistically, that we're playing like an 8-9, 9-8 season right now.
I'd be lucky if we hit 500.
Yeah.
We're 1-3.
Not time to panic. Relax.
It's
Yeah.
time for us to panic.
Yeah.
It's I didn't think we were gonna make like anywhere near the playoffs this year. Like I called 11-6, but realistically, I was hoping for 9. A lot of injuries. Judon's out for the season. Our new corner that was nasty, Christian Gonzalez, he's out for the rest of the season.
That's rough.
We already lost one of our offensive linemen for the season, and it's looking like Mac is not the guy. Luckily for us, he is still on his rookie contract. We haven't paid him a bunch, and we're not paying a bunch of other guys a bunch.
Yeah.
So
The Patriots is a very well managed.
it's a well managed cap space.
Yes.
Is what it is, and because we had a lot of cap space last year, we're gonna have a lot this year too. I'm hoping we draft someone cool, to be honest. Like
a big name quarterback.
Yeah, like a Caleb Williams or a Bo Nix or someone that can just sling the ball.
Yeah.
Who's the Notre Dame guy that's like 28 years old?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I can't
A
remember.
really super good looking dude.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
With the long hair. He was doing
Yeah, the long hair and the beard and shit.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the
he's like
sidelines.
28 or something crazy. He's old as fuck.
Maybe.
I wouldn't mind if we get like a mid-round pick, even at number 10 or 11, if he's there, we swoop him up. A guy that's like somewhat seasoned
Yeah.
as playing with high-level motherfuckers. I also wouldn't mind Stenson Bennett either. Like, I would love to sign a guy like that that's super unproven, could be good.
I think the last generation of quarterbacks was a little bit more even. I know there's a lot of good young quarterbacks, but I feel like right now, as of 10 years ago, there is more. It's because Justin Fields, he's having.
It feels like there were more franchise quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
15 years ago.
Like not in the sense of like, oh, we could dump this guy the next year. Like, oh, he had a bad year.
People move on from guys really quick.
Now
I thought,
it's a different game. If you don't produce in like 3 seasons, you're done.
Yeah, I thought Derek Carr was going to be a Raider forever.
I don't think anyone will ever touch Brett Favre's interception record.
No,
because no one's going to get that many opportunities anymore. And
that would be insane.
Yeah.
I think the people in the league right now, I don't even think anyone's got a chance at it.
I think social
because it was
media
300 something, wasn't it? It was like 320 or something.
I think it's like 400.
I thought it was 3 something.
I mean, James.
I thought he had
30. Let's see, interception.
Yeah, he'd need 10 years of those to catch up to Favre.
Let's see.
Because I know it was pretty close. For every touchdown, there was it was like almost a 1-for-1. It was like 1.5 for 1 or something.
career interceptions 326.
326, yes. That's about what
Oh
I
no,
thought it was.
sorry. Games played 326.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Games played 3. Okay, we'll start with Peyton Manning. So Peyton Manning played in 293 games, threw 276 interceptions. Frank Tarkenton played in 257 games. And,
Fran Tarkenton?
Yeah, Fran Tarkenton. And
Frank Tarkane.
I was looking at the K too hard. He played 257 games and threw 283 interceptions. George Bland's 360 threw 294
George Blanda?
interception.
You're getting real good with these names.
And then Brett Favre played in 326 games and he threw 366 interceptions.
366, wow.
So he threw 1 point something interceptions every game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And for every touchdown he threw, it was like an interception or something like that. Or for every touchdown and a half, it was an interception or something crazy.
Out of 10,000 attempts, he completed 6,781 of them with a 61.9%.
That's not good.
77,000 yards. You know who has the most.
Obviously.
But, yeah, dude, no one's going to touch those numbers anymore.
No, I think Brady's numbers are pretty safe, too, especially with Aaron Rodgers not being anywhere fucking near him.
Yeah. And taking a year off.
Yeah, even if he didn't take the year off and he was playing this year, I still don't think he touches him. He's not a longevity guy. Not like that, because he started later in his career than Brady did.
Yeah.
He was like, what, 25, 26 by the time he was starting for you guys?
He got drafted and set the bench for 4 years. So
yeah, so about 24, 25, something like that. Yeah, and Brady was, I mean, by that time, Brady had 3 rings.
Yeah.
So it's like, by the time he was 26, he had 3 rings.
Which is insane.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's insane. Fucking crazy. And then he got another 3 more with the Patriots, like the back half of his career.
It'd be like me now being like, yeah, I'm still playing high caliber throwing in the NFL, and I already have 3 rings at my age. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna get more in my back half.
Yeah, and then he played in like every other Super Bowl for like 5 years or something like that.
That stat with like
insane.
him, Peyton Manning, and there's like in Ben Roethlisberger having like 19 of the 20 AFC quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
Like our quarterbacks in the Super Bowl for like for a long. There's like 4 people, and they were like 19 of them.
It was So him. I think it was him, Roethlisberger, and Peyton. They had played in like 38% of all Super Bowls or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. That's a wild number. And Tom's won like 12% of all Super Bowls.
Which is crazy.
Fucking crazy.
I mean, the league's only on what? 100 and...
Well, it's 50-something.
1 years? No, it's
for
like...
Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah. For Super Bowls. So...
Yeah. And the NFL is less than 100. It's got to be.
No, they did the 100th season anniversary game was Packers Bears.
The 100th NFL season?
Yeah, the 100th anniversary game, the 100th year. Yeah, it was Packers.
They didn't even merge to the NFL until like the 60s.
But they played games back in the.
Not as the NFL though.
NFL.
I thought it was like the AFL and the other something. Was one of them NFL?
Year season opener. September 5th, 2019, where Green Bay defeated the Chicago Bears. So they're about 104 now.
Yeah, but was that as the NFL?
That's what because they're saying these 2 teams have been playing each other.
I get that.
So
I get that. I want to know what the league was called back then, though.
What was the league called in
1919?
1909 or 1919? Football League.
National Football League just sounds too modern.
America. Pro Football Hall of Fame, 1919 Green Bay. Let's see, we got to skip the 1919.
Because I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons they call Canton. It's the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
In
not
1912,
the
a touchdown was increased from 5 points to 6.
Okay.
1913, Jim Thorpe.
I know the
football. That's crazy.
Yeah, Jim Thorpe was a fucking beast too. He was also like a triathlete or something like that in the Olympics.
Earl Curly Lambeau and George Calhoun organized the Green Bay Packers in 1919, and so the Packers went 10-1. $500 for equipment and allowed the team to use the company field for practice. That's crazy.
Yeah, because there was the merger, and then they changed to the NFL in like the '60s or something like that. Because there were two separate leagues.
The National Football League was founded in 1920.
Interesting.
So they're calling that 1919 into 20 season the first season. So
Interesting.
That's crazy.
That is weird.
We
Learn
learn
something new every day.
Yeah, and a touchdown.
What was the other league? Was that like the American Football League or something? It was like the AFL or
yeah,
something like that.
They
'Cause
came
I think
in
like the Saints and shit like
50s,
that.
60s, they got really popular, and then they had
Yeah,
the
and then
two
they
split
merged.
leagues.
Yeah.
And then that one quarterback.
Because for like 3 years they had them, the champion of the, I guess the NFL and the champion of the American Football League played each other. It wasn't for anything. It was just to play each other.
There's one really good quarterback that decided that out of college not to go to the NFL. He went to the AFL, and then they merged, and then I can't remember who that was, though. It's kind of like the Wayne Gretzky thing.
Yeah, I was actually just teaching someone about, I think it was Scotty, because he asked about Roger Staubach, because he had heard about him, and I was like, dude, he was the fucking man. Back in the day, I was like, still to this day, I was like, he's the only guy to play for in like a military academy and win the Heisman. Like he played for fucking Navy and won a Heisman.
Yeah,
that's fucking wild. Could you imagine if like a guy that played for Air Force won a Heisman? It'd be insane. The entire country would be.
It would have to be one of the running backs.
It would just have to be insane numbers.
Yeah.
He would have to, if it was a quarterback, he'd have to throw for
game.
6,000 yards and 80 touchdowns or something nuts. Like it would have to be like.
It'd have to be like 60.
It'd have to be video game numbers.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have to be insane.
NCAA,
like imagine if there was a dude though, he had like 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, no interceptions, just like a crazy year. He probably still wouldn't win the Heisman.
Right. Sticking with NCAA, the Big Ten teams all announced their future schedules. Michigan is getting a little roasted.
Yeah.
Because their next year's schedule includes Texas, Oregon, and USC. So, people are like, their cupcake schedules are gone. I'll take a little offense to this. But we have played, Michigan has played some of the best team ball. And that's what, Jim Harbaugh's harping on.
Uh-huh.
He called it we fence, not offense.
We fence, huh?
We fence. But defensively, I forgot who was breaking it down, but after Rutgers scored, we scored the next 35 points or whatever.
Okay.
The last points scored on us were in garbage time, and that was 7 points. And we scored the first 45.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's been a couple rough here and there, but defensively we've been murdering, and offensively we're just a few clicks away, but no one's stopping the run game.
You take a little bit, so the games that
game.
I've watched, you guys have taken a little bit to heat up in the game. So first quarter's a little low, second quarter you guys blow them up.
Yeah.
And then you guys just kind of coast out the rest of the game.
And so we have Oregon and USC though at home, and Washington on the road.
Washington will be an easy one.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, who knows if Washington's highly rated right now.
Yeah, but they always fall apart.
But I'm just saying, that's our first time traveling to the Washington Huskies in the Big Ten, but we're definitely going to the USC game.
Oh, we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we 100% have to. I'll make sure I have a Reggie Bush jersey or something. Maybe I'll just be crazy and get a Caleb Williams jersey.
Just wear a Tom Brady Patriots jersey.
Nah. I get a Tom Brady USC jersey. I bet you I get screamed at.
That would be bad. That would be bad. You'd probably have to order that from not America.
Yeah, order it from overseas.
USC's we're not even gonna. My last name's Brady though. We don't care.
Talking about Texas, Texas and Oklahoma play each other this weekend. They are 33, 33, and 3 against each other.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So Texas is 5.5 point favorites, which I think is interesting. I don't think Oklahoma is ranked. I have no idea.
But it's that rival game.
It is the rivalry game. I think Texas beats the spread. I think they win by more than a tutty.
Michigan right now, we're 2, but, it's tough because Texas is looking good. School down south is 4th. FSU is
Who do you guys got tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I believe it's the Golden Gophers from Minnesota. And then in 4 weeks is... Okay, so, we you can't coast over these teams, but we play Michigan State, and then our Purdue's a trap team. They sometimes do some trap shit.
Yeah.
But then the big test is on November 11th, which is the Michigan-Penn State game. That's in Death Valley. If we do what we need to do and take care of business, then we just have to not look past Maryland and look at that school down south, because the game before that school down south game, that's trap game.
How confident are you against
School down south?
Yeah.
Playing them right now, I'd be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. that's the thing. Like they heated up earlier.
Yeah.
But if we played next week or if we played tomorrow, I'd be fine. I'd be like, I'm a little scared, but
What if you guys had Georgia this week? How would you feel?
oh man, we need another couple weeks for Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not ready for the number 1 yet?
I don't think so.
If Georgia loses a game barely and you guys win barely, do you think Georgia still keeps that number 1 spot, or do you think you guys take it?
I think you take it because you're undefeated and Georgia slips to 4 and everyone
Yeah.
else moves up. And then Alabama, man, they're 4-1. They're number 11.
Yikes. Is Colorado still ranked, or they get bumped out?
They are bumped.
Yeah, because they got trashed twice.
USC is 9th, Oregon's
Yeah.
8th, Washington 7th. So if you break it down next year, right now, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Big Ten teams in. And then how many? You got 1, 2 SEC, 3 SEC teams in the top 5. And then you got an independent school at number 10. So
Oh, we have an interesting schedule coming up, too. So we have Arizona State, and then we play Notre Dame, and then Utah, and then Cal, and then Washington, and then Oregon. Last game of the year is against UCLA. So our big game is the week before the end against Oregon. I guess Washington's a big one, too, because they're ranked 7. That's pretty crazy. I didn't think Washington was that good this year.
right.
I might have been sleeping on them in my head.
I want to tell a funny story that happened, and you guys are watching on Twitch, and you guys are watching on Kick, and then people watch on YouTube. But embarrassingly enough, this really crazy shit happened, and I really apologize for it already. But I'm terrible at typing, so I'm going to clip this out just so I can explain, better with words, and I have picture examples. As I usually get ready for my streams, I see who's on Kick, and I'm like, oh, cool, Mystic's on, that's sick, let's just put it on, but the volume was low, and, I was, getting elevated, and I was texting too, and so for my example is, there was an ad playing, and, it popped the camera up, but I thought that was the entire camera because I was not paying attention, and just like some streamers, when they, like this guy, he's reviewing the Deathly Hallows, but with guns. Hilarious video. But so I thought that we were all watching trailers together. So this movie called The Exorcist Believer was the ad that was playing. And there's these two, like, terrifyingly little possessed devil girls. And then they're, like, at the end, they're like, one of us is going to die and the other will live. Like, if you save one, the other dies. And they just both look terrifying. And I was like, and I just typed in, I would take a baseball bat to that house, thinking like that we're all watching the same fucking thing. And then, boom, ban modded, and people were like, what the fuck's up? We're gonna get in. And I was like, dude, I was sweating bullets, and I was like, I should just leave and never come back ever again. But then, like, they gave me the chance to explain, but I was just, like, so fucking high that I was just, like, fucking... and not even like checking my spell checks and shit. So like I think I put who instead of something, and it was kind of confusing. But I just apologize. But I'm gonna clip this out, throw it on Twitter. Really sorry. Note to self: kids, do not get high and drive or watch Twitch without paying attention.
Don't comment on Twitch if you're high.
Yeah, dude.
Random.
Oh no, it's blank.
Oh, dang it.
Smoke weed. Hey, damn, son, where'd you find this?
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. We all learned our lesson, but I wanted to get that out because I had to.
How do you feel about the new Chell?
Dude, dude, it's like you looked down my notebook today because I was gonna say, so far, it's a little different.
It feels slower.
It feels
slower and less adaptive.
I think once the first 1.1 update comes out, I think that's when it gets a lick better. Probably about a month or two is when we'll have our guys up.
Yeah.
We'll be better at the game, but some things are a little different. The checking throws me off every now and then, but
The checking gets me a little bit.
But when you get used to it and you hammer them through, but I like the changes they made to the gameplay. I like breaking glass.
Yeah.
I like checking people, and you can do it with shots.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Which makes your slap shot power kind of prevalent.
Yeah.
So far, though, I feel like I'm making more simpler mistakes, but the passing is absolutely beautiful.
I do love the passing. I wish there was a better way to do like hard passes, like fast like jam passes, you know? Because before you just hold it and do it, it feels like it's the same speed no matter how long you hold the fucking trigger for me. Like, I'm not sure. Maybe I just need to get my passing up a little more. Was it like 90 though?
I feel like the longer you do hold it, and then if you don't click A, you can still directionally do it.
Yeah, yeah. I like the mechanic for it. It just feels slower.
Got ate up at goalie, but it's fun as fuck.
Yeah. You did get eaten up at goalie. I'm gonna have to try it just so you know.
Yeah.
I gotta try it. Try it. That'll be first game tonight.
Yeah. Just start off with some bullshit on Shell.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Yeah. Something else that happened to me this week. So I had that incident on the stream, and then Tuesday I woke up and I started getting all these alerts on my phone. And thanks scammers or however you got my debit card information, but it took a G. And if you ever paid bills in your life, and you see all the money that you're supposed to have to pay bills, and then it's just gone, then you're like, wow. That's annoying. Rough. Yeah. But thankfully, my bank's working hard. I've got 2 of the 3 payments. I'm waiting on the biggest one. Wow, that's so surprising that that's taking the longest.
Yeah, weird.
But,
glad you got some of it back, though.
My new shit's kind of working, kind of not. It's a hit or miss at this point.
Yeah.
Working at the gas station.
Strange.
No, I didn't use it in the gas station. I didn't want to get embarrassed again. The lady at the golf, we golfed today. She called me an idiot.
Yeah, she did.
She's like, you're not dumb. You're just an idiot.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. Because we went to the gas station. I tried to pay for it with my card like 4 times, and it was just like not working.
Yeah.
Not working.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It was weird. It's strange.
Hopefully it works tomorrow.
Yeah. Golf was fun. It's definitely fall golf now.
Fall golf, yeah. Leaves are annoying.
Leaves are very fucking annoying. I'm going to have to buy some, like a shiny ball or something. Like, I don't know, something that'll reflect off of the sun or something.
Or hit dead center fairway every time.
Even then, bro, we lost a couple in the middle of the fairway.
On the green.
Yeah, we were losing them on the green. I couldn't even see mine. Mine was on the fringe.
Yeah. I had one today that I hit straight up in the air.
Yeah.
And it looked like it bunkered, but it plugged in the ground somewhere.
No idea.
No idea. Never saw that ball ever again.
Had a couple of pars. Definitely wasn't my best showing.
Same.
It's all right, though. I blame it on my clubs. I'm rocking 24-year-old clubs. So.
Yeah. There is one thing that I do want to talk about. If you're Lions fans, they have partnered with Little Caesars Pizza this season, not a sponsor. So if you play bingo on their app on Sundays, you can win discounts to get pizza. So I took somebody else's discount because I'm not going to download the Lions app. And I bought a pizza. I bought the 4-quarter calzone, and I want to say out of the 10, I gave it a 3.7. They, like I was telling you, the processed ham tastes like they sprayed cooked rubber with ham spray. It's not great. Crust isn't that great.
Flex Seal that was soaked in ham juice.
And to be honest, Little Caesars pizza marinara sauce is some of my most unfavorite marinara sauce.
Yeah.
It's not bad on the pizza.
I like, if I do end up getting Little Caesars, I always put a little bit of garlic salt on top. Because it's like, it's good. Like, I'll eat Little Caesars by itself. If that's not available, I'll have it. Like, I'll have, 2 slices. It's decent.
Yeah.
But if I'm at home and I get it and I just want some, cheap pizza right now, don't want to wait for 20 minutes or whatever.
Right.
A little garlic salt on there. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not good, but it's fine. Which reminds me, I actually do have frozen leftover pizza in my freezer.
Nice.
Probably not going to eat that tonight, though.
I'll probably have leftover Mexican food.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I might save it for the morning, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about Starfield so far?
Really excited to see where it goes because I'm 25 hours in. I've been playing it all on stream. What I like about it though is when you kind of just want to play a quiet open world game and you can manage everything very easily. The menus are great. The skill trees are okay. Now that I know what I'm doing, it's gonna get way better. But only 20 hours in, and there's just so much to do, and I look at the map and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And quite literally, on every planet you can just discover random shit on all the planets.
I did see a cheat for it, which made me kind of mad. So for one, it was a TikTok. For one, there's no skill or there's no experience multiplier for what difficulty you're playing on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing on easy or you're playing on the hardest mode, you get the same amount of experience doing everything.
Wow.
Also, the only difference is though if you're playing on hard mode and you load into a planet, all the drops that load in are going to be way better than the drops that would load in if you're on easy. But after you're on the planet, you can change it to easy mode.
Wow.
And it keeps all like the legendary drops that were going to be on there.
Wow.
And I was like, damn, there's no incentive for playing on a hard mode.
No.
At all.
No.
I mean, it'd be kind of tedious every time you land on a planet to switch it back and forth, but like, it's just wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Cheats.
Mm-hmm. It's little cheats. And they did patch the
ship thing?
The like unlimited money cheat or whatever.
Oh,
that
yeah,
people
yeah.
were doing, like going underneath and getting those chests.
Yeah.
They just completely took the chests out of the game.
They probably were like, how can we fix this? We can't. Take them out.
I think they dropped them like another like 30 feet or whatever, like beneath. Because I don't know, unless they just took it out. I guess they could have just taken it out, but because yeah, it just had all the shop's inventory in a chest underneath the building.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no one's gonna get to this.
No one's gonna find this.
They found it immediately. They wasted no time.
I love how people do that.
Yeah. Yeah, as of right now, it's not better than Skyrim. It's just space Skyrim. So I'm
That's what I'm saying.
right below
It
Skyrim.
gives me,
is where
like, when
rate
I
it.
play it for like 3 hours, I feel like I played enough.
Mm-hmm.
I could play more.
Yeah.
And it just gives you that, I don't know, I just like that classic feel of Skyrim in space.
It's
great.
good. I think it's a good game.
Yeah.
I like it.
If that would have came out 12 years ago, it would have been the greatest game ever made. Ever.
It would have been way better than Skyrim.
Yes.
The fact that we waited so long, we basically got like a copy,
And
Copy
Sky-
my homework,
and
but
finally,
don't
the next
do it
Elder
exactly.
Scrolls single player, not crazy,
Dude.
is in works.
I really hope the next Elder Scrolls game is fucking phenomenal. I have really high hopes for it. I have high hopes for that. I have high hopes for Fable. I really want a good Star Wars game, dude.
Yeah, me too. Like, I mean, the ones that have come out haven't been terrible, but
They haven't been good though.
yeah,
Like
Battlefield.
a Knights of the Old Republic remake, like almost exactly what it is. A little bit just Skyrim Star Wars.
Yeah,
That'd be fantastic. Maybe like a little smoother feel with the lightsabers. Maybe a little less point and clicky. I don't know. I did see good reviews for that one game, the one that the dude from Shameless is in.
yeah.
I saw good reviews for that, but I still haven't tried it yet.
I'm just waiting until it either comes on Game Pass. Or
It was on Game Pass for a long time, and I had it downloaded.
the first one or the second one.
The first one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the second one.
I don't know when it's going to be out on there, but
Right.
I've heard good things about both of them. But Gary gave it such a poor review, I was like, I just haven't jumped on it.
Yeah, me neither.
Haven't jumped on it. I don't know if I'm ever going to play Warhammer. I downloaded it just to download it. So I was like, I have a lot of free time. I might as well just check it out.
Party Animals is
Check
great.
it out. Party Animals is pretty good. It's it's tough, but it's pretty good. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining than it is a good game to me.
Yeah.
But it is fun to play.
I'm just
enjoy
waiting
it.
till we can drink again, and then it'll be really fun.
Then it'll be yeah, because it really is just like that other game. What was it called? The Blobs or whatever. I always forget.
Fuck, I just, I'm always like, oh, you ever heard it? And they're like, no. I was like, fuck, man, what's it called? We gotta think of it. Shoot.
I see it in my head.
Gang Beast.
Gang Beasts. Yeah, it's Gang Beasts, but animals.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
They literally copy my homework.
Yep.
But you can grab items and hit people with bats.
Dude, the nunchucks go crazy too. That one guy was just fucking.
The fact that people are climbing maps and then jumping off and knocking people out is so great. You can do everything.
It is pretty fun. We'll have to get a little bit of that tonight. We'll see if we can get a crew on it.
Yeah.
Travi and Scotty and fucking Garv. Get like 8 people playing.
I don't know if Scotty can play. Is it free on PC?
I would imagine it is. He has Game Pass though.
Oh, yeah, then it's probably on
Yeah.
Game Pass. Thor's posing.
Look at him down there, dude. Call him Mr. October. That would be hilarious to do a calendar. I bet you Elizabeth would love that. It's like a Christmas gift.
That would be.
If you gave her no other animals, just Thor.
Yeah.
Every month is just a different
Or
Thor thing.
February is both my other animals, and then all of them else are Thor's because that's the shortest month.
Yeah. but Thor's up front. You just put both the other ones in the background.
Yeah.
So it's still just all Thor. They're a little out of focus too, so you can tell they're there, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's definitely a February pose. Put a little flower.
The ending of the Ahsoka series.
Oh yeah, shit.
Spoilers now, so if you haven't seen Ahsoka, we're probably gonna end on it.
Yeah, Ahsoka was great.
Yes.
I thought it started a little slow, but so did I. It wasn't as good for me as Obi-Wan was. Obi-Wan was better for me, but it was still really good. And the only reason I say Obi-Wan was better for me is because of what do you call it? The fanfare at the end of it, just the fucking Every Star Wars nerd from the 90s was just beating their dick the whole Obi-Wan Vader fight. It was fucking badass, and then his helmet comes off. It was just way more emotional.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see that a lot of the kids that grew up watching Clone Wars love Ahsoka. They love it.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. It's just a new generation of Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dope. It just sucks that their movies they grew up watching weren't that great.
Yeah.
That's like Cody's age group.
Yeah.
The fucking 20-year-olds. But yeah, it was good. Not as good as Obi-Wan, still definitely worth watching. The lightsaber battles I think were pretty sick. A lot more lightsaber battles than Obi-Wan.
100%. And there's a lot of mystery of what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be another season. Yeah. Star Wars is great.
Yep.
Star Wars.
Star Wars is great. That's how we should end it.
There it is.
Unless you got anything else.
Just a little shit talking about the Bears, I guess. The Bears hadn't won a football game in 346 days.
I saw that.
It was their first time winning a game since Elon bought Twitter.
Wow.
Which is fucking wild.
That is super wild.
Elon's owned Twitter for a minute.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think about. Yeah, good job getting your first win in a fucking year.
Yeah. Next week's going to be even harder.
Yeah.
I don't know who they got, but...
I don't know either.
All right. Chase Claypool on the Dolphins.
Thanks for watching, guys. You want a beer? I'll Venmo you.